Yo.
Back on the CBR, back on the CBR. What's up, guys? I'm Code Gray. Welcome to the channel. Now, even though I'm very happy to be back on my bike, I'm also quite nervous right now. Now, if you didn't catch my moto camping video, there's a good reason I'm pretty nervous right now. Because currently my rear tire looks like this. I am on my stock Battlax tires that came with the bike, which should have been changed quite a while ago. But that's where I'm headed right now. I'm headed to go I'm headed out to go get my new tires put on. Some brand new Pirelli Diablo Rosso 2s. But I definitely have all my fingers crossed, all my toes crossed, and I'm praying the whole way there. No blowouts, please. No blowouts, please. Now, the plan for this video is make it to the dealership, get my tires changed, and then afterwards, I will go over what I think about the stock tires that come with this bike. And since I'll have my new Pirellis on, I'll give a first impression on what I think of those. Now, they'll be brand new tires, which means they'll need scrubbed in, broke in, however you want to say it. But I can guarantee they're going to feel a lot better right off the rip than these things do. These things are so flat, and as you've seen that picture there, that rear tire is awful. So I will catch up with you guys after the tire change. Okay, guys, tires have been changed. I'm still at the dealership. We're about to head out on the road right now. First turn. Let's see how she feels. Oh, yeah. That's what I remember. My Bridgestones ended up getting so flat, turning them corners wasn't as smooth as it used to be. So before I give any real impressions on these tires, since I've only been on them for just a few minutes, let me get a few miles under my belt before I say anything. So in the meantime, we'll jump backward and go over a little bit what I think about the Battlax tires that came with the bike. Okay, were the Bridgestone Battlax tires confidence inspiring? Absolutely. For a long time too. I actually never really had any problems with grip on none of the road surfaces, really. I always felt confident going around the corners. No issues with slippage or anything for the longest time. Now, I will say, the reason I say the longest time, because that doesn't last forever, but I'll get into that. Okay, how were the Bridgestones in the rain? Pretty good. Now, I'll be honest with you, I'm not the kind of rider that will intentionally go out and ride in the rain, unless I have to. But I've been caught in plenty of rain showers, guys. I've got 9,236 miles on this bike. Yeah, it's seen its fair share of bad weather. And if you followed the channel at all, you guys know that I'll ride in the rain and I'll ride into some very cold temperatures. I've rode all the way down to like 38 degrees. And even in those very cold temperatures, still no problems with grip. No slippage on wet roads, nothing. And that lasted a long time too. Okay, now I know the big question on everybody's mind is tire life. How long did the Bridgestone Battlax last me? Well, technically, they lasted me 9,200 miles. 9,230 miles. Should they have been changed before that? Definitely. I waited way too long, everyone. I should have changed those tires probably between 7 and 7,500 miles. They should have been changed right around there. Now, from what I understand, that's pretty much on par with most Hypersport tires. I guess that's what it usually is on average. And that's what I say, just that's on average. Would I have liked them to last a little bit longer? Yeah, I would have liked them to last a little bit longer, because I got 1 year out of them, and that was it. I would have liked to gone at least a year and a half or so. Would have been nice. Yeah, they're Hypersport tires. I know they're meant for more track than road. Yeah, a little bit more tire life would have been nice out of those, but other than the tire life, I actually had no problems at all out of the Bridgestones. They were a really good tire. So if I were to rate them on a scale of 1 to 10, I would probably have to give them an 8, because everything, they performed really well. I mean, really well on everything. My biggest hang up was the tire life. I just would have liked to get a little bit longer out of them. And I will say that once I started hitting that 8,000 mile mark, my confidence in the tires definitely started lacking. There were certain road conditions that, we won't say wet, we'll say maybe slightly damp, where I did slide out in the rear a little bit, and I came across a couple of some dusty roads. Same thing, going around a turn, rear end slipped a little bit. I never had any problem out of the front, but yeah, I had a few slippages out of the rear. So after about 7,500 miles, my confidence in the tires was waning quickly, if that's how you want to say it. But before that, I had a lot of confidence in the tires. But technically, that's my fault. I should have changed them sooner, but I didn't. I pushed it a little too far. Okay, so that's going to bring us to the new Pirelli Diablo Rosso 2s. That's what I've got on there right now. So why did I decide to go with the Pirellis? Well, one, Pirelli is known to be a very good tire, pretty much across all platforms. If you're going to put something on your bike, you might as well put something good on your bike, right? Okay, so the second reason I decided to go with these Pirelli Diablo Rosso 2 tires is because according to all my research, which I did a lot of research on before deciding what tires I wanted to put on my bike, according to my research, these Diablo Rosso 2s are supposed to be the most road-oriented Hypersport tire that you can get for a super sport bike or a liter bike, however you want to say it. And they are also claiming that the tire life is supposed to be far and above everyone else's. But let's be real, they're Hypersport tires. What far and above actually is, maybe it's 500 miles, maybe it's 1,000 miles, I don't know. But if I can get a little extra out of it, all the better. Now for the price of these tires, well, that was like 3.5 weeks ago when I purchased them. I think I remember the numbers, but I don't want to tell you something wrong. So I will pop the actual prices up on the screen right here. All right, now that I've been on these tires for a few miles now, what are my initial impressions of the Pirellis? Actually, so far, they feel really good. Turning corners nice and easy again. Grip feels good. I've been doing lots of weaving as much as I can. Well, for one, because I'm trying to scrub them in a little bit. And it's fun to do that on brand new tires now that my tire surfaces aren't flat anymore. Yeah, so far pretty good. Yeah, guys, those were my final thoughts on the Bridgestone Battlax tires and my very first impressions on my new Pirelli Diablo Rosso 2s. Now, I don't want to go on too much about these tires because I haven't been on them long enough to really form a great opinion. But what I will do, if I run across any problems or something comes up that I find, I don't know, maybe they don't make me as comfortable, I lose a little bit of confidence in them, if that happens, which I kind of doubt, but if that happens, I'll definitely bring it up in another video. But for now, I'm pleasantly pleased. All right, guys, I'm not going to keep this one going. I'm going to wrap it up here. I'm Code Gray. I'll catch you guys in the next one.